Hey everybody, Dave here, One Mechanic, back with the Teck Stocking Shop group, and today's series on Harbor Freight tools that I would recommend. So I'm going to show you some tools that I have at work, and I'm going to show you some other tools that I have at home. So the first thing, if you follow my channel, you've probably seen these before, but they are these extensions. 3-piece 1/2 inch and then 3-piece 3/8. So I've had the 1/2 inch ones for quite a while, and I liked them so much that I bought another set for the house, and I bought a set of 3/8 for here and the house also. These things have been awesome. They've held up to my Ingersoll Rand. They've held up to battery impacts. They've held up to the snap-on impacts, and they've even held up to our 3/4 snap-on with an adapter. But they've held up great, and they're cheap too. I mean, this has been a phenomenal tool. Now I just got this one fairly recent, and that is this. I've only used it twice prior to making this video, and this is a beast. This rocked. Sorry. I use snap-on bits with it because they're lifetime warranty on a snap-on. By the way, if you didn't know that, snap-on warranties, they're air hammer tools, lifetime. So you pay twice as much for them, but if they chip or break or anything else, for replacement. So I'd recommend those too, personally. But yeah, I've used this a couple of times. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted the first time I used it, and it worked perfectly on some suspension parts. That is what I use here at work. Another item, which I have at home now, but I used to use here, are these Doyle wire cutters and crimpers. I have a snap-on pair of these, and they were my go-to. I now actually use a different one because I like the crimping better, but compared to the snap-on, to me they're identical at half the price. So that's a great tool. Now, in my truck, I carry a basic set of tools. If you follow the channel, you've seen it. This was my go box for the service truck before we got tools on our service truck. I used to keep it in my locker. Of course, I'm not gonna buy expensive tools to lose out in a field somewhere. So most of it to start with was Harbor Freight. And one of the things I got was this standard and metric 3/8, 12 points, and I don't use these daily. I've used them in a couple junkyards. I've used them working on some train equipment. I've used them working on my niece's and my sister's car. I mean, it's not an everyday tool for me, but honestly, I don't see why it can't be. So the ratchet that came with it, 3/8, and hopefully that comes through. Super smooth. This is a really nice ratchet. This is a great ratchet. I mean, is it as good as a Snap-on, as a Cornwell? No. Can you make money with this? Absolutely. Yes, you can. This is a great ratchet in my opinion. Very smooth, very durable. I've had this thing for 8 years. So, again, I don't use it on the daily, but when I need it, I've needed it. Now I bought this ratchet 3/8 long flex, and it's also very smooth. However, it is so wobbly. I hate this thing. A couple times I've tried to use it, pulling on it, it's snapped over one way or the other, putting strength on it. I've tried tightening it up and I still can't get it any tighter. The workings of it has been great, but it just, I mean, I'm not happy with it. And that's why I don't use it every day. So that is the Harbor Freight tools that I have here at work and at home, or it's actually my pickup truck, my Go Box. Honestly, my biggest issue with Harbor Freight is one, some of the socket sets are not complete. I never understood how they can sell the plastic socket tray organizers and not have the sockets to make it complete. That baffles me. However, I know many people who have Harbor Freight sockets, especially impacts, and has never had an issue with them. The wrenches. My issue with the wrenches is that they're thin and they're short. I don't think that the regular wrenches are good for a working mechanic. For around the house, you know, doing home hobbies, stuff like that, absolutely, sure, why not? But the wrenches to me just seem to fall short. Although for the price, you can buy a lot of wrenches. The Icon stuff is definitely a step above it. The only Icon tool I have is some S wrenches. I bought them because I was doing some hydraulic work. I needed them for a saddle that goes around the hydraulic fitting because it was underneath the line. I've only used it a couple times. I've only used the 5/8, I believe it was. It worked great. I mean, worked perfectly. And I only paid, I think, $80 for this set. $80 for a tool I've used only twice. The Snap-on, Mac, whatever version you find, is 3-4 times that much money that would just be sitting in my toolbox doing nothing. So that is my only Icon that I have, and in that particular product I'm happy with. I really can't vouch either way for the other stuff. But yeah, that is what I have. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please comment below. Give all the other channels a like, and we'll see you next time. One Mechanic for Teck Stock and Shop out. Ciao.